Hello, it is me once again, right now the end of saying, this is my first critical talk at the end in this YouTube video, and this is probably the first video where it's not within the world politics. Surprise, surprise. Instead, the mention right now is technically the first videos over the related American politics. Here it is. Do you know the president of the United States right now? Yes. Yeah, I don't like him because not only he's not a good leader, but he's usually a convicted felon already. So sort. Donald J. Trump and ended up committing so many crimes these years ago. See, Trump is the only committed of sexual assault, sexual abuse of women back in the clubs of some sort of era. But even Elon Musk had uploaded on X recently in the Epstein files, so they end up in even one of the videos, so they end up showing Trump and they end up partying with women. That I believe he's been sexual abused and sexual assaulted women years ago of some sort. Even Law and Order in a band episode related this of some sort. Also, Trump has also violated the federal law related to him hiding classified documents of some sort. And yeah, that still hangs over his roof during his second term presidency. So, yeah. Some sort too. His first term is also the border wall there is always start his war crime. Yeah, technically, the border wall is technically it's one of those war crimes. I believe it's one of those war crimes that he end up started there. So yeah, Trump in his second term is gonna end up being the worst. We never does he. Like I said, the illegal immigrants are not a scary part of the nation upon so the people don't believe. Those people, they end up trying to leave countries that they came in illegally it's not exactly a bad thing. Anyways, that's fun enough for sure. Dude, those people that try to escape like horrible dictatorships of authoritarian nations like Venezuela, Iran, or otherwise. They're not a security threat of some sort, it's otherwise. And the Trumps just did, he was supposed to bring those things back. The people just ended up refused. So these were points just on top of migrant facilities of some sort. That is a war crime. That's a war crime, and you know already. That's false imprisonment charge. If you false imprisonment is we end up seeing people separate from their own lives and homes of some sort to force them to end up to get into those camps, so they were just is separate from the main public society. They don't have no rights. It's kind of like jailed without they end up having rights of some sort because you enter the country illegally. That's false imprisonment, which is illegal by international law in some sort. As you know right now. And the even market, and again, he also supports end up people that end up like people that end up hate groups, so these technically. So yeah, and also U.S. is supporting Israel, so Trump has to only violate crimes against humanity because of the ethnic cleansing, and also there was what's going on on soil, but they end up splitting, moving, and they end up some sort. It's also crimes against civilians too, because as they end up, because they're only deporting people, there's crimes against civilians too, because on top of ethnic cleansing. Also, the bombing raid in Iran is also a crimes against peace Two, is this because of the bombing campaign and nuclear sites? That's a crime against peace. Two, so will not be surprised for that. Which, with the area no one has some sort. Not only that, there's also so also I think it also just found out too a little bit on my middle of this research here. And then might find other ones when they take this pause one out and they're trying to figure out what he also committed. Yeah, and I found out right now he's this, and I might put torture in the inside of the some sort. You're like I just do not know what's inside those camps. I might put torture on there because like I said, I think he's also tortured a lot with brainwashing people, so he's kind of like a form of torture too. So yeah, Trump has also committed some torture charges, so they end up, and only to its own civilians, which would include the general public. Most of this to the end are trying to do it for the end of for people that escape monofilament just to get tortured again. So there's an add torture way into the charge. So that's with on top of that too. Found out for sure as well because you know how much of the he just did there just to add on to the anyway. Oh yeah, and also he's also I put Trump's also in massacre charges of this going on with the LA Light. Yeah, he pulled it and pulled out the National Guard of some sort and illegally. That there's some sort because he's not allowed to do that. So they put massacre charges to the end for LA riots. So the without knowing. So they put massacre on his charges too. So because there's some sort he's trying to do this to tame down the LA Democrats are rising some sort, but the problem is that's literally just a massacre charge all the way top of that too. Some sort. Also, the ICE agents are only, and he also wrote him also could put some kidnapping charges against people or some sort for kidnapping, like mass kidnapping. So this is right top of that too. This is also right on top of that too, which is kind of where it is. So which is taking a bunch of the expulsion of the people, which is taking markers on top of that is kidnapping. So yeah. Yeah, also I found out this yeah, I found out there's something else too. It's like so what's going on right now? It's like degrading treatment. So yeah, degrading treatment is also a charge that Trump just violated already. Just because of the relay towards to the like the same related torture was going on to those camps. There was of some sort, which is also another charge with him. Yeah. Also, Trump also kind of committed attacks against civilians. A huge amount of attacks against the civilians with ICE agents, which is a huge amount of. This is multiple first degrees attacks on civilians. At the end of literally attacks like civilians everywhere across the U.S. There's like over 100 counts of attack on civilians. On top of that too, which is also a war crime, as you know. So anyway, which he's also committed of as well. So don't forget about that. Yeah. And I found out Trump's also building a new immigrants type thing, which I do not like any to hear that because that's likely a new crime he just committed, known as illegal detaining of civilians. So yeah, so that's technically illegal detaining of civilians charge in the immigrants, and even all the way in El Salvador all the way because illegal detaining them because of those camps. It's meant to be in the use to end up to stop illegal immigration, but instead he's only doing this for illegal detained as civilians, which is a huge war crime, and as you already know, already this is from the for sure. Oh yeah, relate to torture too, the crimes against torture. Right, top of that too, so don't forget. Yeah, another I found out there's another in the crime, but they're figuring in the church also in the violation, which is a war of aggression, some sort, because joint sides of Israel to end the bombing Iran is a clear textbook definition of war of aggression on the U.S. side, which is related to Trump's charge. So, not be surprised and adding that right top of that too, because that's a major violation right there. Which it's a war crime related to him itself. And airstrikes and also on top of the use of force charge as well on Trump's side too, which is a new international law violation. It's a serious law crime. Yeah. Even U.S. city end up violating some Geneva Convention type laws too. They end up make a illegal use of banned weaponry, which includes chemical weapons and cluster bombs. I think they use a lot in Ukraine. So on top of that too, for the Trump's charges. Too. Oh yeah, for Trump's border wall, which is at blockade to the war crime there, so he violated the law for blockade, because the blockade is also a serious crime. Also collective punishment too, as well. Yeah, he also committed conspiracy charges. He end up conspiracy that thinks it's in the fake news that says it's just reality. It is against him, so it's conspiracy charges. It is against him, and also it as well also makes sense. Yeah. Also, and I might be saying it's a little bit false, but not be surprised if nobody put any illegal marches or cruise death marches or some sort in there that I might be feared about, because I know it's kind of related, but I do not know for sure. And the final two, the final two crimes that he also committed is also a statutory rape and also rape and last but not least, also misery and also in the end of hate speech, hate crimes, and also a huge amount of in the end in anti-Semitic behavior and also in the anti-LGBTQ type laws violation have been related towards sexist laws or otherwise. So yeah, and that's it. So that's all the crimes that Trump has committed. That's over 100 to 500 in the first degrees. So they are thinking of his own sort. I'm not gonna. I think that's all the list that he just committed. This is for those first two. In the end of first two terms. Yeah, that might be it. So this is why you did just rely on the Democrats or anything like that of some sort, because we don't trust Trump no more, and then to see why. So hope you like my video. So it's really controversial, but I had to really rule this in or out or whatever it is. So otherwise, so have a great day or night wherever you are, and see you in the next video. So otherwise, you gonna say what now? Well, bye for now. Or have a good day or night or wherever you are. But now I'm gonna finally say bye for now.